name is Rain Man. If you don't know, that's my name, Rain Man. And the title of this video is The Misconception of the Temple, which is basically the misconception of church. I didn't put what I really wanted to put in the title for the simple fact that it was going to be hard to search for people who wanted to search and watch this video. But basically what I wanted to title this video is the people who go to church do the worst shit. That's what I wanted to put in the title. They do worse shit than people who don't go to church. I'm not saying that every person that goes to church is a bad person. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that they do the worst shit. And here's where the misconception part comes in. You have a lot of people, for one, let's just be honest about the situation. I did post some videos a few years ago saying how I didn't believe in God and I was an atheist and all that, which I was. But there's been some things that have happened over the past 5 years of my life where I'm convinced there is one. What I'm not convinced of, well, the concept of Jesus, but I'll get to that later in this video. And also the problem that I have is, like I said, a lot of church-going people have the misconception that they can do whatever the hell they want and treat people any type of way during the week, go to church, ask for forgiveness, pay their tithes or offering or whatever type of benevolent offering that they give or whatever. Listen to the preacher, pray about it, repent, and go back and do the same shit Monday through Saturday or Monday and Tuesday. If they go to Bible study, they do that. To be honest with you, I have more respect for people who go to Bible study than who go to church. Because I've been to Bible study a few times, and my thing is, number one, they ain't always got the hand out asking for an offering. People go to Bible study because they're trying to learn more about the Bible, like legitimately trying to learn, as opposed to stay in ignorance. Treat people any type of way they want to, and then go repent and pay, trying to do good this Sunday. Man, get the fuck out of here. He know what you do during the week. And we all make mistakes. We all have shortcomings. But you do not have my respect at all. You could be the most church-going person ever, and you do not have my respect if you don't do right by people. You know, I know some people who go to church that are legitimately excellent people. And I will say that if going to church makes you a better person, then by all means go. If going to the gym or going running or spending time with your children or whatever, it doesn't matter as long as you're becoming a better person without hurting or using others. You know, that's all that I really ask of people. Now, a lot of people, you know, and then the main motherfuckers who tell me to go to church, you should go to church more often, are the main motherfuckers that don't treat people right. Don't do right by people. Sometimes they don't even do right by their own kids. You know, but you want to tell me to go to church when I'm not saying that I'm like a Jesus Christ or anything, or walking on water or healing people with the holy oil and stuff, trying to help people. But I know I'm a good person and I help out anybody that I can, as long as they're not taking advantage of me or using me. But a lot of people that go to church, and then here's another thing about the church. And it's a comedian, I think his name is Bill Murray. He said this too. And I feel the same way about this. I believe in God, but it's very difficult to get over the fact that when I go to church, I'm listening to a guy. I'm listening to a guy just like me. What in the hell makes this guy so special? I've met some good preachers. I've met some preachers or pastors or whatever you want to call them that are legitimately preachers and pastors because they want to help people. They're trying to help people the best way they know how. And I can't knock anybody for that. Once again, as long as you're not hurting or using people, I can't knock you for the way that you help people. Even if I don't, I feel like it wouldn't work for me. I can't knock you for what you do. But you got a lot of these preachers, and once again, I'm not saying that it's not okay for preachers, pastors to ride around in nice cars and stuff like that. But you kind of using people if you're taking the money from the church and you're not giving it back to people who really need that money that are coming to church and providing that money. You don't have my respect. Yeah, you got a nice car. I see you riding clean, but you do not have my respect. But I got to thinking, if you stupid motherfuckers are going to continue to go to church and give this guy your money because you done fucked up, or you keep fucking up. It's not about fucking up. Everybody is fucked up. I fucked up. Everybody is fucked up. But if you're going to give this guy your money because you done fucked up and you're about to go and fuck up again, and then come back the next Sunday and give this nigga your money again, you deserve for him to take your fucking money. I had to think about that. Now, for people who are actually going to church and really trying to become better, it's like you ask the Lord, and this is another problem I have also. People, there's nothing wrong with asking God for forgiveness. Hell, I've had to ask God for forgiveness several times. But if I fucked up, if it's a situation where I fucked up because I hurt somebody, I'm going to ask God for forgiveness first. Then I'm going to ask that person for forgiveness. I'm going to apologize for what I did and go ask that person for forgiveness. Because, excuse me. Because my thing is, okay, God go forgive you. But I think, in my personal opinion, things would work a lot better if you hurt somebody or you did somebody wrong or whatever. Go apologize to the person too. Go ask the person for forgiveness too. That solves problems. Because if a person does me wrong and they go ask for God for forgiveness, I don't give a fuck. I'm just being honest. I do not give a damn. After you ask God for forgiveness, because he comes first, you need to come to me and ask me for forgiveness. And I will forgive you. It might not be right then and there, but I will forgive you a lot faster than you just not being man enough, woman enough, whatever the case may be, to come to me and apologize to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe explain the situation, like, why'd you do what you did? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had a good reason at the time. I don't know. Maybe it's a situation where I did something wrong too and didn't really realize it at the time. That's a good way of mending fences. That don't mean that we got to be friends or anything like that, or maybe the relationship would never be the same. But it starts with God, and it's going to end with God. But somewhere in the middle, there's someone out there that's hurting and praying and asking God why, when God is not the one who did it, it's the person who did it. Because I know that anybody that I've hurt, I ain't gonna say I hurt them, and I'm not saying that they're wrong. They could be right. In some certain situations, I know I've hurt people, intentionally or unintentionally. Just by not making a right decision or making a wrong decision at the time. But you can bet your ass I've been man enough to go back to them and ask them for forgiveness after I got through asking God for forgiveness. But that's my thing about the church. Like, I honestly feel like people in the church, and that's why I don't go to church. I'm not saying I'm never gonna go to church. I'd rather go to Bible study before I go to Sunday service or something like that, because I feel like a lot of people in the church are floggers, they greedy, they users, they're fake. I'm not saying everybody in the church, but I do feel like a majority of people that are in the church or that go to church are not genuine. A lot of people, and this is just stuff from things that I've noticed. you know, you fuck up, then you want to run to God and ask for forgiveness. Get the fuck out of it. And then just to do the same thing again. And then have the fucking audacity to tell my problem is I don't go to church. I'm not gonna go to church and listen to some fucking dude. Cause at the end of the day, that's all it is. I'm not gonna go to church and listen to no fucking dude tell me how to live my life. No. I will ask God to show me the way. You know. Now the concept of Jesus, you know, I'll admit I'm still a little lost on that. I'm not totally confused. I do believe Jesus is a spirit that kind of does God's work for him because the Lord is a busy person. But I don't look at him in the same light as a lot of people do. You know, maybe he did exist, maybe he didn't as a person, but I do believe there's a spirit. Definitely the spirit of Jesus is out there somewhere. You know, looking over us, but really not so much looking over us, right here with us from things. But yeah, that's really like my whole problem with the concept of church. It's not the church itself. It's the way that people use the concept of church that rubs me the wrong way. You know, like, once again, if you don't live your life right, we all gonna have bad days. But if I see you treating people wrong, or you know you're doing fucked up shit, you're doing foul things to people, you're constantly hurting people, I don't give a fuck if you. It doesn't mean shit to me. Like, I hear this shit all the time. Like, oh well, you know, I know what this person did was wrong, but they going to church about trying to be better. But you ain't apologized to a damn person, or hell. Sometimes it ain't even about apologizing. It is to an extent, but just taking personal self accountability, taking a personal accountability for your own actions. And I think another reason why people run to the goddamn church, excuse me, Lord, why they run to the church on Sunday is to avoid self accountability. You know, the devil trying to get me. The devil. The devil a busy motherfucker. Make no mistake about it. He's a bad motherfucker. But at the end of the day, you make your own damn decisions. Sometimes the devil's will may be a little bit too strong for you, but it's still your decision. It is your actions that you are still carrying out the devil's actions. You know, sometimes we do things we don't know if they're right or wrong, or they were the right decision or the wrong decision at the time. Sometimes shit just happens. That's how life works. But it's certain things that you do that you know is wrong before you did it. While you're doing it, you know it's wrong. And after you did it, you knew it was fucked up. But you want to run your ass to church. If some of you people use God as the devil, in a sense, because you run the church, y'all. It's like some of you people use God as an enabler, or excuse me, not God, church as an enabler. I go to church, you know, I do right, God go forgive me for it. Then you do the same shit again, and then He keep forgiving, and then you look dumb and stupid. You end up looking dumb and stupid when the good Lord does something to you or takes something away from you. You're looking dumb and stupid, asking, why is this happening? Because of shit that you did sometimes. Church ain't gonna always save your ass. That's my personal opinion on, am I a piece of shit for what I said or whatever? So long as I can figure out how the fuck to end this video. What the fuck? How in the fuck do you end this video?